Hello and welcome to Open Boosters. I'm going to do some spoilers just for fun. Craziness, and you can hear my opinions on these cards because you know what? It's exciting to hear opinions. It's craziness. We're going to go with Wrenn. Oh, this is Innistrad Midnight Hunt, right? Craziness. People are very excited. Wrenn and Seven. All right, reveal the top 40 cards of your library. Put all land cards revealed on this way from your hand and the rest into your graveyard. What? And then you put any number of land cards from your hand onto the battlefield. Then you can create a tree folk token with reach. This creature's power and toughness are each equal to the number of lands you control. What? Dack and Blackblade. And then return all the permanent cards from your graveyard to your hand. You get an emblem. You have no maximum hand size. Freaking crazy. And it costs 2 green and 3. What? That's stupid. Yay. Yeah, I don't really see it going well in standard at all. Terrible. It's 2 green and 3. If it was a 2 green and 1 drop, this would be a fantastic card. But at 2 green and 3, in green, if you're not really rolling over somebody, this card, not going to help you. It is not going to help you in standard. Guaranteed 100%. I mean, you don't even see this as a game changer, right? Because you're going to already have the board in play and in control. So when I look at this card, it's 2 green and 3. It's not dredge. It's more like, well, it's dredge after I've already dredged and I'm better now than you will ever be. Because as soon as I put this on the board, if I don't have control of the state because it's a planeswalker, the other guy's going to kill it. Craziness. So I already have to be winning in order to put this in play. That's what this problem is with this card. And I think it's stupid. In Commander, sure, Commander games go for a long period of time. Sure, throw it in there. You need an extra card, go nuts. It'll help you get through your deck a little bit faster. Craziness. But as far as in standard, stupid. I wouldn't have made this card at all. This is dumb. And it's a mythic level dumbass card. As far as I'm concerned, that's just what it is. Now, you may disagree with me, but when I look at this card, that's what I see. Now we have Play with Fire, and I don't recommend that to anybody, right? You shouldn't play with fire, you're gonna get burnt. Except you can play with this card. This card's good. All right, so because you play with fire, deals 2 damage to any target. Woot, we've seen that before, and it's only cost 1 red. Craziness. Sound familiar? However, it has a Scry 1, which is fantastic, right? Because you want to go through your deck as fast as possible and you want to know what you're going to get. So it's perfect. This is actually a great card. It's in the uncommon slot. Okay, cool. Now we have Infernal Grasp. Man, that's got to hurt. I mean, if someone's Infernal Grasping you, that can't be good. But anyways, maybe you like that. I don't know. So destroy target creature, you lose 2 life. Perfect. It's only black and 1. Fantastic. This is like one of the better black and 1 cards right now. So that's going to be good. And then consider. All right, so you got to consider this next one. Look at the top card of your library. You may put that card into your graveyard. I love this. Right, and then draw a card. It's fantastic, right? There's nothing bad about that card. I mean, I play with Lockmere Serpent all the time and exile people's stuff. So, I mean, I can throw that thing in the garbage and then exile, put a bit in my hand, so I get it all in one shot. So I like that card, and everyone loves Dredge. If you don't love Dredge, you need to start playing Dredge, because then you'll love Dredge. I mean, I'm just saying. Don't do that. Just play what you want to play. Okay. All right, as long as you're having fun, you're good. All right, now we have Champion of the Perished. Now, this is a zombie. Fantastic. It's also a freaking 1-drop. It is a rare. Okay, very rare indeed. Whenever another zombie enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on Champion of the Perished. So you know what that means. That means these zombies like to rub up against this Champion of the Perished and make him get big and bigger and bigger. They just rub on him and he gets that +1/+1 satisfaction. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to make sure that you play with fire, hit him for 2 before he can get rubbed up, so he can prematurely go into your graveyard, into the person's graveyard that owns him. All right, and then we have Triskaidekaphile. That's, I guess, in reference to the phobia one from Innistrad, I think it is. Probably, that makes more sense, right? Well, doesn't care about size because, you know, you have no maximum hand size, so I guess size doesn't matter. But then you find out that size does matter because you need 13 cards to get your climax. I mean, you can get your win condition at 13. Craziness. And luckily, they give you something so you can play with your hands and tap blue and 3 and draw that card so you can get there faster. Because, you know, when you get there faster, it's good. However, someone's going to probably play with fire and put a +1 on that freaking damage, and then you will not be able to get there because you'll have to counterspell it. Oh, man. I mean, it's going to be hard to hit that G spot of 13. You know what I mean? It's going to be terrible. I don't know how you're going to get there because you got to be 13 inches long for that. And it's just going to be one of those things. All right, well, I guess we can go join the dance. Join the dance is next. It's a green and white. Craziness. We create two white. we create two 1/1 white human creature tokens. Shouldn't it be white green? It's white freaking green. Why am I creating white human tokens? I mean, it would be different if I was creating like maybe one white human token and one green satyr or something like that, or a freaking cat. I don't know. But it just seems weird that it wouldn't be a white-green human creature token. Very generic, right? But it has flashback, and so if somebody's milling you down, you can still cast it. So it's kind of like a good catch-22. You can still use it. It's going to cost a hell of a lot to get 2 blockers, basically. Because one of them, I mean, you don't really go, hey, I'm going to win with my 1/1 weenies. That walk, that can't fly. You know, I mean, this would be an awesome card. If it was actually spirits or something. But I don't mind this card. I mean, it's an uncommon, still green and white. I don't mind it so much because of the cost. The cost is great. However, the fact that they don't fly, come on. I would think they would make them flying. Then I don't really understand why they're not white-green, just white. Whatever. We move on. Then they show us a bunch of land. Now those lands, don't get confused. They're probably going to be at least $1.10, $1.25, maybe $1.36 later on. Everybody will probably buy them up right off the bat, paying $4, $3 for a card, in which case they won't be that much later on. So that'll be fun. All right, and then we have one more spoiled card. It's Leinore, Autumn Sovereign. Great, white, green, and 2. Hell, maybe it matches up with the white human tokens. Nope, it doesn't. So I don't know what that word says. Maybe we got some words on the next page that will make more sense. Nope, I have no words to read. I don't know what that first word is. I got a graphic image. Maybe they update that later, but whatever. All right, so at the beginning of combat, on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on up to 1 target creature you control. Then, if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers, draw a card. This is actually a mythic. This makes sense, right? It's only a 4-drop. Plus, it has a chance to give you a draw. Plus, it has a chance to put a +1/+1 counter somewhere. And that's fantastic. I have no idea. Let me see if I can blow this sucker up. Because I don't know what that word is. Jesus. I don't know. It has a and a dash. So it's a dash card. Fan-freaking-tastic. I can't see it with the nuts. Come on, man. Let me get the words somewhere here. Well, if I don't get the words, I apologize for my unprofessional behavior. Coven. What does coven mean? I don't think coven means anything. It just says coven. There has to be something along with that. That means something somewhere. Apparently it says coven. Fantastic. I found it at least. I think I found it in a reasonable time frame to just leave it here. Right? I don't know. I don't know what coven means. And is it an activation? It says at beginning of your combat. So shouldn't it be just at beginning of combat and there doesn't need to be a word named coven unless it actually has something to do with something? Coven. What does it mean? MTG. Covens are described as a gathering of witches who come together to practice. No, that's the wiki for Coven. Sorry, my bad. Apparently that's not here yet, and so, all right, whatever. All right, so there you go. But I like that. +1/+1 to the beginning of combat and that kind of stuff. That's fantastic. And the potential to draw, that is actually a mythic. The other one is poop. I mean, it's just that way. All right, hit the like button, subscribe, make a comment. If you learned something, fantastic. If you didn't, it's fantastic too. And if you enjoyed the actual video, hit the like button. If you want me to actually do more of these, share and put that down too. All right, talk to you again in the future.